corner is left for us to see. And we will want to get your interpretation there. So, are you talking from date?
Yes,
Huh?
yes.
But I doubt you going back to your function.
No.
All right. Your unit is in here, your center, your voting center. That's it. You don't even have a permanent task card.
No, not yet.
Or you when we're hustling to register? Meeting yet?
Yes.
All right then. Totally. All right, so the nationwide fuel crisis has also been the National Electoral Commission to increase its financial commitment. The transport union that will be involved in today's Edo State governorship election, according to report. The adjustment, according to the Punch correspondent, in response to the recent surge in fuel prices, impacted the operational cost of transport needs. So, if for the owners and the Maritime Workers Union of Nigeria. The ability and cost of transportation for the timely distribution of electoral materials, boxes, voting machines, and other sensitive resources. And we know that in deployment of the personnel and all of this is also part of it constitutes extra burden financially that is election. The committee noted that the revamping aimed to ensure that the union effectively to the smooth conduct of the election, and noted that the union would mobilize their resources to support the election process, pledging their support and cooperation to ensuring a successful outcome. Now, meanwhile, just 4 days to the political landscape witnessed a new on after the candidate of the People's Democratic Party filed 20 Naira defamatory suit against Senator Oshomole of the APC, even as he dared CFC. His Excellency, you say, saying that the ex-Rivers governor had no part in his fate in poll. So it was involved FCT minister and all, but then it's always these costs when we get to the elections in so many people become stakeholders. It's elections and you start to really want the party interest at the end of the day. But that is what the situation is. They're saying, well, we have to make the expanded arrangement of transportation has increased. That will be fine. And it just gives you a picture in many ways. A lot of things have been altered or will be altered. A lot. Imagine if you had long-term plan. I can just see people who have, were earning. And then you said something as this transport based on your movement, and one thing you hear that the price has been reviewed upwards, it definitely alters the plan. And that with even talks around the election at the material present also. But our eyes will be on the ball, and I want to believe if you're not part of it, you'll be following with interest. Are you by any chance to following the politics of what is going on then prep for the election? Not at all. You can't be bothered. All right. And why last, because you get to a point in your life soaked in Nigerian business, I promise you. So, Edo State gearing up for the election and would see if all the party got what it takes to a significant number of people to count election day. That is where also that a lot of analysts are looking what's going to be the number and number of persons who registered, the number of persons who have their permanent voters card and are qualified. Would we see a good outcome? The election be free, fair, and credible. I can show that. But the political party is not signed Peter Court. What does it translate to? Is it a guarantee, obviously, not of a free, fair, credible process? Hope that all the stakeholders, the security, to the umpire, the police, the voters, and every single person ensuring that we have a violent free press that is credible at the end of. So I would love to get your take on that. I mentioned the Labour Party, the NL-led National Working Committee dismissed Labour Party faction. Quick question. Well, we've seen a lot of things deal with internal issues, right? That you think, well, it would destabilize and it often does destabilize parties. We've seen with PDP, where they are whole back and forth, and even who's the chairman dragged to court, is it a mole or not, how it weakened the party significantly, to a point where you say, it doesn't have half as class it does have before. And it goes beyond that they lost election and a new party came up. The entire issues also lost the APC states because of handled either their primaries or within the party ranks. And we're seeing it happening out with the Labour Party, proving that it feels like all the parties are one and the same. Different name, different outlook, but same identity and personality. Now, with all going on with the Labour Party, leadership of the party, do you think this got a chance and a stand? Or would it still galvanize the kind of support we got ahead of the election we had in 2023, 2027? Because that an election in Nigeria, as much as you need a strong face, person with identity, for example, he's got that clout and followership, I believe in this person, the party ride on can make Omar the chance of that individual and the desire of the people, because you don't have independence. So the ability of the party to put itself to build public trust and confidence, we understand that it takes more than one to get the job done. You need their manifest their ideological stand, the integrity of the men and the women constitute the rank and file of that for a political party. These people, and from this crop of individuals, party members, you get your ministers and all of those people behind the scene. And that's where they come from. There is not going to be any different. I know I always talk about class suicide, get rid of setting. You say you don't have a lot of them in the Labour Party, but it's going on. And you really start to wonder, is it at this point, do you think Nigerians are having certain reservation about the party? Is it even enough for an individual to say, all right, so this thing is going on? I mean, some people have left it for lesser reason. Nothing is wrong with their party. They believe something is wrong because you can't say it doesn't mean it isn't. But this one, we all can, that the party is an opportunity to act together. And who knows what's next? Well, let us know your thoughts on this. If it's going to affect the strength of the party in future election 2027. I don't have a guest with me in the studio. I'll get it moving. 0700 950 00 or 089 59 7469. Or you can call me via 0809 993137. Hello. Afternoon. You're welcome. I can hear you, sir. Adiola Victor, talk to us.
From Edusalaji.
Go ahead, sir.
Yes, the election slated for Atedo, doubt.
What doubt?
Because the two Labour parties, APC, are desperate to win that election, and they are ready to do pay to win that election. Election is with heavily monetized by PDP and APC, because that news that are coming out from it. So I doubt we can have a see after election to come on Saturday. No, what's going on Saturday? There are big political gladiators that defect in that election. I think they want to pay back of that. After taking a step from political step of control and showing now. So you know there was a time he told the president that they don't want Lagos. So they are settled, and I doubt it will be defeated hand down, which is political battle on Saturday. So there is no amount of money on. That is why it is trying to pick the plot, because it's playing into end game. He has said to our boys at the big political agreement they want to show him.
All right.
Thank you.
All right then. So he isn't having it that we're going to have a free election, and this is not. I think it's not ready, but perhaps because of the actors themselves. Hello.
Hello.
Have patience. What's for you?
Hello.
Go ahead. I'm fine. Welcome.
This dual election will come on Saturday. As far as the notice are called, let them suspend the election now to bring them together. One election is not to and die. It's to come and serve your state, your country. It's not about that and serve people. Now they are not serving accord is that the problem is ground.
More news and info.
Let's come together and secure to make them this accord in peace.
All right, sir. All right, sir. Let's go for a break.
Cikin waɗanda 'yan sanda masu
Find him to the whole heart. Bring these stories and conversation every day here on 95.1 Nigeria Info Hard Fact Show. I love to get in your conjectures, but the facts you cannot dispute here on Hard Facts. Join me and let's talk. Alrighty, so the roundtable started off with focus on Edo State as we youth polls over this Saturday, and with all going on, what's your confidence level with the election? We also do talk about how we need to factor in a bit more financial implication of the election with the huge price of petrol in the country. The road union is saying, well, you see, Joe, so we need to do that better to ensure that whatever happens come from us. But let's hope that everything goes to at this point in time. And we're also looking at concern around the Labour Party, which a party that has been in the news for the wrong reason. The issues with the leadership party, the National Working Committee, different factions that are building that particular party, and what it means for the future of the Labour Party. 079510000. Hello.
Hello, Kim.
Good afternoon.
My name is Omar.
All right, Omar, we're listening.
Yeah, Kim. I'm a Omar. For someone who vote who have voted Edo, who votes in Edo, not on radio and remain Abuja. Three voters who go to this town vote tomorrow about this time I should be in my state, right? So you hear people say the law of people not be peaceful and all that. I tell you, nothing will happen. We'll go there, cast our vote peacefully, wait for the announcement. All this Obaseki is saying that this will happen. Nothing will like. I bet of you.
All right, that's reassuring.
Abuja here say is not good to this peace park. Even if you don't side, this is fine. But I bet you nothing will happen. But the chance of which we go next month. Thank you, King.
Thank you very much. Hello. Welcome. So go ahead.
Election only. If PDP to sign peace accord, not like what we were saying, he said the same. He said did not sign peace accord for election 23. So that just recall that the Super Peoples that as telling the president that vote Lagos. The Tinubu says those elections. The Tinubu wanted to vote, but it's interested because the president vote Lagos. That's it's a Lagos too. But it's not so the Tinubu coming to vote to come and vote. People will eat that way. So I don't know Lagos really. But look about it inside the support. The Tinubu accord. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Talking about the peace accord for the state and what is. Let's hear others. Hello.
Hello, Dr. Kim. How are you?
All right. Good afternoon.
Yeah, my name is Obedient Elder Tony, calling from Abuja.
Go ahead.
You see, now you talked about some internal in my party, the Labour Party. No, that doesn't exist. You know, the Julius Abore faction happened. The soul already by me. So we have a new technical committee headed by Senator Nadi Usman. So that is the delay. Look, for all the July, the APC has been rejected right from now across the country because they have praised Nigeria, price, music, insecurity. So what have you? You know that we from Edo, we are so sophisticated in political education. I'll show you. Dr. Kim wrote today. On Monday, I will call and with you. Olumide is going to win now. He's beating PP and APC. I show you. On Monday, King, I will.
All right. So think that all that is playing out with these two parties is going to translate into for the Labour Party. That's your opinion. You think this is an advantage for the Labour Party at this point? All right. You get to vote there, Joe. Like says, he votes there. He doesn't just talk here.
I mean, from my state.
So your vote does not count in this elect your opinion. I see. All right, we'll get to see how the people there did in the face of all that is going on. And kind of chuckled when you talked about political sophisticated people in the state. You do not believe that? She pleads defeat here. She no one get into training swords. All right then. So he say that with all that is going in the state, in the face of between the PDP and the APC in Edo would translate into success for the to the advantage that these two big parties are having at this point in time. Another call that he took, money will be used. They will go out of their way. What means necessary to either party to the election. But we never can really tell. If it goes credibly, the people decide. You just be surprised how the vote goes. Umar has said that he's heading to Edo State. I want to believe that he's traveling that distance in case if that he believes that his party or party he's supporting or candidate is capable of winning also. Hello.
Hello,
you're welcome.
Good afternoon, one of Nigerian brother Omar Agree, and the rest of that. This is a problem from negative. What I want to say is those people that should not allow themselves to be used, giving them propagations and some pieces of the woman need a tradition in Nigeria. About of a half hour against you, are going to eat for 58, not again. So they should not be using this position. They should not allow their youth. I mean, if not, they are going to use good technique. And for Labour Party, we are not voting Labour Party, but it's not to be that Labour Party to come up. Who knows Labour Party? Nobody. So, I think Labour is the right thing. Thank you.
So yours is about the individual, not the party. New Labour Party way before P2P joined the party. I mean, we had a state government from that party that tells you that they could at least pull that one up. Hello.
Hello. Good.
Welcome to the show.
Speaking with Mr. Sylvester Nyanya.
Go ahead.
Regard to Edo election, I believe that the grace of God, that election is good. And my greatest surprise is the Anle and the Aswin. The March 95 PDP, they were very close. Because the former wife of Father Oshiomhole, brother Oshiomhole, from the family of supporting to you, I'm the same community of this man from my own initial life. By the grace of God, I believe that very man Aswin will take over. The road of Edo is the one who will PDP over. Because the APC, no meaningful person will vote for APC when you look at 20 people are passing through in Nigeria.
Oh, all right. You're not going to put in data and say no meaningful person.
PDP are still very strong in Nigeria.
All right. To say no meaningful will vote for a party might be very incorrect. Still looking at party, might looking at a whole lot more beyond what decisions the centrality is making at this point in time. And looking at on collection of permanent voters card polling units in Edo State, they recently announced the total number of registered voters in the state is 2,329,025. Section went further to the breakdown by gender, occupation, and person with disability. Out of this figure, 2,209,780, which is 85.7%, have collected permanent vote card, while 379,245, which is 14.2% of the PVCs, are uncollected as at the end of the extended period. Collection on last Saturday, the 6th September, that is. Frequently, Commission is making available data on previous collection on polling basis in Edo State ahead of governorship election holding the 2019 voting days in each unit. The detailed breakdown of the PVCs collected as well as the number uncollected in each has been uploaded to the website. You can go check. And they say if you're in the 128-page document, this website also to get to see all National Commissioner and Information on Voter Education Committee put out. So just is on what the figures, the numbers are. We get to see if out of the 5.57% who collected PVC, the number that show up on election day and how they vote. Hello? I think it's Mazidin. Not connecting. Move on to another caller. Okay. Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon, Kimberly.
Welcome to the show. Here you go ahead.
Yeah, thank you. My name is Chris Udoji. I'm calling from Italy. I just want to, comment on what is happening in Labour Party. Or even I think it's not really a good one. When you look at it, it's not what we expect from the Labour Party, from courts, from the mission between themselves and all that. I think even when we voted for P2B, Nigerians voted because of the same P2B are not really about the. But I understand that before now they have had produced a new product. But recent time, I would I would like to that talking about the government in power. It's in the House of State. What is happening in the Labour Party? Just like some of us know, something that in PDP now you cannot really rule out the winning opposition power. They want to destabilize every party for them to around with the way they want it. In the election, I think, Umar, I'm happy traveling to your state to vote. It's talking by mouth, but in your action. And I just hope that the election will have to be very peaceful election.
Thank you very much. I appreciate some quick comments on social. Masai Innocent says, good afternoon, Kim and Toby. Nigeria topic has always something to talk about. Watching Day calls it the United States of Day. Abdul Fatai Jimo Oladai says he's watching from Zaria. Price is becoming something. That's what he on his mind. Abdul Fatai, good to know you're watching away from Zaria City. And Shokosa is on Facebook with us. Eric Don Ugo is also watching from Apo. Isaac, we see you. We're on Facebook Nigeria. Info Abuja. You can get Nigerians and not with their government. That's what he left. And please don't underrate Obi Elder from NNPC Tars that Labour win the Edo election because one of the strongest bases of Nigeria is Edo State, Big Willie in Kubis. Okay. Mega Evans from Labour Party did not understand the dynamics of politics by now. So PWB and the Labour would have known that for an opposition party to win, there must be a merger. Looking at the crisis, our leadership has expired to refuse to quit the leadership position of the Labour Party. In fact, that Mr. President did not sign the plea by the last election or last election. That message, the stakes are high in supremacy between Obseki and Shomole. Girls have might today as they go out to do the needful. Labour Wahala, that party is racing for Kabure, seemed so desperate on rocking the boat. And Kim and Toby, that's her name. We're hoping to do free fair election in those states. All right, we'll keep our fingers crossed and hope for the best. Patrick in New Carousel. It is completely disheartening that the election is shaking the country politically, and where insecurity and poverty is the order of the day. No opposition parties challenging the political in charge of governance with what they'll do differently, challenging APC for what they're doing wrong. After watching the campaign of both APC and Edo State, I've come to the conclusion that we need politicians who will raise issues and sort fixing them on campaign rallies. Old 1999 politicians have nothing to offer. The world has gone past the who is more bad and the other. Equally, we Nigerians who change our mindset when it comes to voting anyone into position. The strategy of collecting salt, rice, and cap, shirt, and small 5K or 2K from contenders to vote them on election day is one area, and some of our states are looking like in Human Development Index. Voting people with intelligent idea of states. Currently, Nigerian political scene is a one-party system. Party from bad party to future party, says Patrick in Barrow. Interest. Comrade Chris says order for Madla regarding the polls coming up in Edo State. There's going to be a contest between Labour Party and the PDP. APC as a party has lost the people's action and credibility. The party has lost touch with it on ground. Well, that's what. And Israel, let's divide the app from Madu Ekiti. Good to know. Up and running. It says the candidate is the candidate. However, Baseki has baggage. I think APC make up Edo State with the way it's. Let's go back to the phone, shall we? Yes, you're welcome.
Thank you.
Go ahead, sir.
You people need there is a new next chairman. Do you hear how my brother spoke? We are going. So Maro is going with authority. Mm-hmm. I will, and I wish the Edo people us. But people just the warriors since this election. I don't think the election don't really shake people like this one. I mean, it's beginning is a national election, presidential one. Just like the other person said that when they are sophisticated. I think it's a state that has a lot of people. We talk about intellectual guys, you have successful business people, they are there. So they have a number of people. So it's almost like an Anambra election. Everybody will come, to flex, also show, we can do something. But my advice to the people is that it's not about party. Nobody should make that mistake. Want to vote because it's a peace. Look at the candidates, all of them who are there. Who do you think? By the evidence you have, what the person has performed, that he has occupied at one time or the other. As you vote, go and vote because you belong to Labour, EP or APC. The suffering national hardship that everybody is experiencing is good to the please. We need people who the country redeem the various state redeem me. Make the right choices. There's no need for violence. All of you must know that if anybody is going to that election, it will not be any of the candidates or their relation. It's still the common man like me, you are 1,000 to 2,000. So that cast your vote. I know you for the 300 or great. Please don't begin to take pictures of my what's going on in the US now. And as much as Donald Trump twice, that issue, I don't want to talk about that. But I should have been this somebody must be somebody going to contribute in advance. Thank you, Kid. Appreciate you.
Thank you very much. I love it. Sending congratulations ahead there to go free fair, and the people's decision would be it at the end of the day. All right, let's bring up something which I think premium time capture probably we're trying to make. You can still talk at the stage. It's still one of the biggest stories, and we think of it all through this week till the election. Well, a day before, stop everything happening. All that there's lots of it going on here, and then continue. And that's a big story. As well as the issues in the Labour parties, something that a lot of parties have grappled with when it comes to internal party democracy, internal party straw, all of that. All parties are friendly at the relevant quantity of it. But will terrorist Halilu Sububu's death reduce Bray in rural northern Nigeria? The way premium credit, for those of you who read the paper today, would make one pause a little think, because we've had several of the banditry keeping in the past. I know when you pass, like, where are we supposed to find all of that? They identified certain characters, main players, as not state actors disrupting and threatening the region. And about 4 of them are aware of headlines, alongside all of their food soldiers. Bello Turji seemed to be like the big of all of them. It feels like, this person worked with Bello, or this person trained them in. The last Barry was the one that before. They had this law that neutralized. They just mined the ranks of people. And the analysis that I have seen and I have read is building a lot of them. That is how the masterminds of this has solved the problem. That should become about feel hot and then never be the extreme. Just when you're seeing a local bleacher, which is by how to ignore that vulnerability. I feel that way. We also see that aspect that will room or door open to even contemplate this. But they ask key question, the terrorist Halilu Suba, and it's not just him, and all the key paints and key players that use banditry in northern rural Nigeria. I also didn't they neutralize Yusuf and Andri Boko Haram terrorism grew? Well, in some sense, there might be a difference in what's driving what. And who invented what was. There's a conversation going to have yet, but I just want to throw it there and get that.
Hello.
Yes, welcome.
Sorry, what is my name?
Go ahead.
Yes, my brother, and I never speak for people. I said let's be very, very peaceful. I remember, but I'm supporting the not party. But I know they will run the election. The winners will match. My goal scheme. If I say I don't participate, I don't participate. I remember traveling from Akwa Ibom up to it will not today. But for local government, I cannot say no.
Well, if they're not to vote there, if they are putting somewhere on their city, it doesn't deny them the right to analyze view and perhaps on what to do. If not, I will not go talk about half time we talk about wide ranging issues, so we're not perhaps right. And I wish you a radio state. Is that should say from to radio state? I'm back to the house.
All the meetings, then Saturday we prevailed and
you know what? We will be keeping in touch with you on the field.
I'll give you blow by blow.
All right. All right, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. I appreciate. Anybody want to talk? Hello. What's your name? Hey, go on. With the story I told you. Go ahead.
The election is not a prediction where we win. Because the difference is going so short that they don't want us to that for them. The Democrats Labour Party are also determined to do it. If they happen, the Labour Party the election to one house. So the last election, if just a big question, no, this is last time now. This is not going well. The thing will be the way it's mad. Now they know that this time the party of God, what are we against? So the one time it is for some Labour Party, I don't know. I didn't my phone on the big line.
It's very time. Hello.
Hello, Oracle.
Yes, you're welcome. You know, Toby was giving me a big call to make the big. What's last? When is that big break? We'll put you on hold. See that you come back with big break. Okay, let's hold on.
Yes, hold on. All right. Yes, all right.
More talk, news and sports.
This is 92.